We're just excited about all the program success.
And we're ready to get started. Thanks, Zach. Go Cards.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler. It's time for another edition of the Mike Geibel Show. Currently joined by Wheeling University head men's rugby coach Mike Geibel. And Mike, big win for you guys at home this weekend, the NCR Wildcard against Kutztown. Talk about the win and kind of what that meant to your team.
That was huge. You know, we went into the season wanting to win our conference and get a berth straight to the quarterfinals. Obviously didn't happen, made some mistakes and let Thomas More crawl back and beat us in the conference championship. So we had the play-in match. And our goal, as soon as we found out we had the play-in match, was to get ourselves into this spot, get into the quarterfinals, and start to make a run.
And you guys spread the ball around effectively throughout the day. All four of your tries coming from four different players, having so many options to go to. How did that help you guys throughout the day?
I think it just makes it really hard on opposing defenses, that when you have to cover everybody and make sure that everybody on the pitch is a threat to score. It really opens things up for us because no matter where we go with the ball, that person has a chance to break it and score a try. So, it makes it tough on defenses, and it makes it a little bit easier for our attack.
And while that offense was strong, that defense came through as well. You guys had a one-score game through the final 10 minutes. They were able to hold Kutztown off the board. Talk about that defense and kind of what was working for you on that end.
I think that just comes down to heart and effort. The guys really wanted to close it out, didn't want to give up the last try for Kutztown to go ahead. So, just come together. They had, a couple moments when there was stoppages in play when they came together as a team and said, look, we are not letting them score right now. We're going to stop them, and then went out and executed. And that's all, that's all I can ask for them to do.
And Panache Magoragodi, he's been a big push for you lately. He had a couple of tries in that Thomas More game, had the game-winning try this time out. Talk about him and kind of how he's elevated himself throughout the year.
Even coming in, he was just such a dynamic player, such a great player that we knew at some point he was going to start breaking free and scoring some tries. And we're lucky that it's happened right in a good section of the season when we need him to start scoring tries. And, he can play anywhere in the back three. He could really probably fill anywhere in the back line, but we have him predominantly as a fullback or a wing. And, he just has a sixth sense for finding space and doesn't ever get tackled by the first defender. He'll always break a tackle, at least one, and always gain those extra meters, which is great for us.
Currently joined by Wheeling University head men's rugby coach Mike Geibel. And Mike, not only was it a rematch of last year's national championship game against Kutztown, but it was at home. What did that mean for you guys to be able to win that playoff game in such a big matchup on your home field?
It's huge. We come in with the mentality that the home field is our home. It's our area. It's ours to defend. And I think that's what the mentality was going into the match, that Kutztown was coming in here trying to take something away from us that we didn't want them to take. And I think they gave us a little bit of an edge, having the crowd behind us, having the fans cheering us on, the women's team showing up when they got back from their match. That just really injected extra energy that helped us, over the finish line and helped us to win the game.
And you guys now getting ready to go to those quarterfinals, taking on Notre Dame in South Bend, Indiana. Talk about this road trip and kind of some of the challenges the Fighting Irish give you.
Well, the last time we went to Notre Dame, and played on the pitch that we're going to play on now. It was 19 degrees, and there was snow and ice all over all of the turf, and it was a sevens tournament. And we did all right, but, just we're hoping for a little bit better weather this time. It's still going to be a little colder. I think a challenge for us is that Notre Dame, is such an established program, such an established school. I think the school was founded in, the mid-1800s. So, they've been around a long time. They haven't necessarily been playing rugby quite that long, but they've still had a program for a long time. So they're very established. They're coached well, and, they do the basics very well. They do the details very well. They defend strongly, and so that's something we're going to have to figure out is if our attack can beat their defense.
And finally, guys, heading into the quarterfinals now for the third straight year. Talk about your goals for this week and kind of how you're looking to advance in the playoffs.
I think for us, this week is just all about getting over that quarterfinal hump. Like you said, the third straight year that we've been in this position. Unfortunately, the last 2 years we've fallen short. This year we think we have a good chance to go ahead and move on to the semifinals, which would be the highest 15s finish for us ever. So that's something that we've really been focused on, trying to just get over this last hump. We have the skill to do it. We have the player personnel to do it. We just have to execute and get it done.
Thanks, Mike. Good luck this week. Can't wait to see you out there.
Thank you.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler.
We're just excited about all the program success.
And we're ready to get started. Thanks, Zach. Go Cards.